Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Tech Tuesday at 2. You know what time it is. Greg, go ahead and drop that video.
Hey,
welcome, folks. Welcome.
What's up?
Jerry Franklin Pro and Greg Russell back in the building for another Technology Tuesday. And
Yes,
I'm so excited to be here. Greg, you excited to be here with the folks?
I'm excited, and I'm excited about today's topic as well.
Yes. Today's topic, screencasting. Screencasting, what is that all about? So Greg and I are going to be sharing with you not only the ideas behind how you can use screencasting for your business, because our focus is entrepreneurs who are speakers, authors, coaches. So we are constant content creators. That's right, constant content creators. And because of that, it's going to be times where we have to create content on the fly or on demand. And we want to know what are some of the easy ways for us to create our content, because our focus is to not have a lot of labor involved. We want to have practical knowledge, practical applications that lead us to practical solutions. And when I was talking to Greg about this concept that I have, I was thinking about this whole weekend. And what I've been thinking about this whole weekend is how to create authority by frequency. So how do you increase the amount of exposure you have in the marketplace? And what inspired me for this was the movie Hamilton. Well, I guess it was not even a movie, it's a play, right? So a play, yeah. Hamilton was dropped as a movie on one of the streaming platforms this weekend, and I was watching it, and there was this concept about Hamilton and how he created these essays. He did 51 essays in the matter of 6 months, and I was like, man, that's a high level of frequency, that he was getting his content, his ideas out there in people's faces over and over and over again. And it hit me, like, you probably want to put this in your notes. For those of you who are taking notes or typing as we're watching this, you want to put this into your notes, that authority is created with your frequency. Your authority is in your frequency. Your authority is in your frequency. So how can you have content that's being seen on a frequent basis, a consistent basis? And one of the ways to do that is to understand this concept of screencasting. So for Greg, for those who don't know what screencasting actually is, what it is, how about you share it with the folks, like a simple definition, so they can get a better idea?
So screencasting is a way for you to record your screen, your desktop, and your webcam at the same time, or one or the other, with the intent purpose of creating a video. So it's called screencasting, but it's ultimately creating a video either with your webcam and or your desktop. And you can use it to create all sorts of videos, for everything you need for social media, for creating your courses, for YouTube. And it's an easy, fast way for people to create consistent content so that they can have their authority.
Yeah, and what you said is easy, consistent content, right? Easy, consistent content. That's music to my ears, because one of the things that when I think about creating, excuse me, when I think about creating video, especially video content, is how difficult I think it has to be. Right. And if we can simplify the process, make it a lot faster for us to do and easier to create, then you can have a higher frequency in which your content can be shared with the marketplace. And the more people see you, the higher your authority will go up, because, you know, when you think about it, when you're seeing something all over the place, like, well, I see that same thing here, see something here, it's like, it gets your attention. Like, this must be important because I keep seeing it over and over again with a high level of frequency. So what are some, is there a specific software or a specific tool that you would use when you want to go out and create this content with screencasting?
Yeah, there's, I'm going to talk about the top two, but there's others as well. But the top two for A PC user is something called Camtasia. Um, it's created by a company called TechSmith. The Camtasia version, they have one for PC and Mac, but it's most popularly known for the PC, which is called Camtasia. And the one for the Apple users is called ScreenFlow. And so those are the kind of the top two software that you would need to be able to create screencasts. Now, there are some alternative options. There are some actual free options. But when it comes to really creating a professional screencast and give you that high-end touch that you want, then you're going to want to choose one of these two is most likely your best bet. So the free one, if you want to test this out, is called Screencast-O-Matic. And it's just the letter O. You can Google it, the word screencast, then the letter O, and then Matic, M-A-T-I-C. And you can find that and give it a test if you want to just test it out. It will allow you to record your screen and your desktop and choose whether you want to record both or one or the other. And it does give you the ability to add a little bit of editing. It'll allow you to, chop off the beginning or chop off the end. But that's pretty much it. You can't actually bring in too many other things, but it will give you a good idea of what you can create for free with that online platform.
Awesome. So before we go any further with these tools, I want to make sure that all of us listening, watching, truly understand how this ties into play when it comes to the consistent cash flow machine. This is a constant theme that we've been hitting almost every single week, the consistent cash flow machine. And last week, hope for you were tuning in, but if you weren't tuning in, you can always go to the group. You can join the group by going to technologytuesday.com, technologytuesday.com, and you can go find the video from last week where we talked about evergreen automated assets. And this idea of screencasting will give you the ability, without a high learning curve, to start building your evergreen automated assets quickly. Right? So the faster you can create a course, the faster you can put videos on YouTube or market yourself through social media, whether that be Facebook Live, whether that be Instagram, whether that be Twitter, people still using Periscope, wherever it is that you're going to be sharing your information. This is a way to be able to start building it faster, right? So faster content creation. I want you to catch that. And easier video editing. So a lot of these concepts, we know that there are professionals out there who are great at this, but sometimes we need to create something in a shorter time period. We need to create something over a weekend. We have to build something within the next day or two. And you may not be in a position where you have the luxury to send it off to somebody else to get it done, because it has to get done quickly. And with this concept of screencasting that Greg's talking about, it lets you add a touch of professionalism. So you get to now create content and it still looks professional without having to take a lot of energy, a lot of labor, and a lot of tech savvy. So, anybody can do it if they put the time in and just master the softwares, and they don't have software. It doesn't have a high learning curve, right? So as a person like myself, when I found, I'm a PC guy, Greg's a Mac person. So Camtasia is what I started using. And that's what Greg had shared with me a few years back. And I saw how easy it was to start building my own stuff, editing videos, and putting in aspects that I wanted to create to make the video at a higher quality, a higher level of professionalism before I went out and shared it with people and put it into a course. So I want to have everybody understand, what is it that we're talking about, why we're talking about this, before you even get to focusing on the how, because the how doesn't really matter if you don't understand the why. So ultimately, that's what it comes back to. You want to create your evergreen automated asset, and screencasting is a tool that will let you do it faster, easier, and still have a professional touch.
Yeah, I think, with that, if you just think about how powerful and how important video is now, and it's only going to get more powerful and more important, when it comes to marketing and using it for your business. So I truly believe, for me, one of the things that allowed me to be able to create courses years ago was the ability to create these screencast videos. And the technology has changed and made it so much easier now. But I had a good foundation, and from the very beginning. And so I want to help people to get that foundation, because once you have this very simple foundation, you're going to use the video for everything. You'll use it for your YouTube videos. You'll use it for creating courses that you'll put in your members area for you to sell and profit from. You'll use it for your own family videos, Christmases and stuff like that.
Right.
And now you can get video so much faster now, because we all have these these really high advanced
high-tech phones, faster processors.
Yeah. So you can grab this content so much faster. And the screencasting is a way for you to just be able to take that and give it a professional polish that you would need and want, so that you can stand out in social media. And just like we said, if you're going to be trying to create constant content, then video definitely has to be a part of that game. And if you're going to try to have someone else do it, it's going to, cost you a whole lot of money on a consistent basis. And if you're at a level where you're trying to, build and grow, then this is one of the skills that you can definitely grab and definitely use to your advantage, and you'll use it over and over and over again.
Weekend, because for those of you watching, let's be real. I mean, all day to stream live. So Greg breaking down step by step how to use Camtasia and ScreenFlow and was it Screen-O-Matic?
Screencast-O-Matic.
Screencast-O-Matic. I mean, our live stream's only about usually 15, 20 minutes, half hour at the max. So we're here just for a real quick check-in, drop a little nugget on you. And for those of you who want more information, Greg decided this weekend that he was going to actually teach I won't even call it a workshop. It's more like a quick seminar, so to speak, on how to use these. Now it's virtual. Now remember, we're still under we're not coming to your house. You're not coming to us. It's still going to be virtual, folks. All right. So I know everybody, you don't have to wear a mask because you're going to be on the computer. So
Yep.
And I'll be there. I know I'm going to be there because I need to refresh some of my skill set, because I'm focused right now on creating some new content, new courses. So Greg's going to be walking us through how to use these programs, because when you think about video taps into multiple levels of learning in our senses. It's visual, it's auditory, and it's interactive for people. So you're capturing all different learning styles at once. And the better you are at creating video, the better you will be at getting your message out to your audience. So this weekend, July 7th, what time, Greg? What time is it going to be? The 11th. Oh,
yeah, today's the 7th.
Today is the 7th, right? Is it today the 7th?
Yeah, today's the 7th.
Today's the 7th, right? So I was thinking 7-Eleven, right? 7-Eleven, like we used to go to that store. So today's the 7th. This weekend will be the 11th, right? The 11th?
Yes, sir. 10 a.m. Eastern. It's going to go from approximately 10 to 12.
The website for sign up, register, because we don't have a lot of slots for folks. I think we're only looking for at max maybe 20 people maximum to be in it, just so we create a positive learning environment, because the more people, the less hands-on it can actually be.
So it's going to be for 20 people, right? For 20 people, we're going to show you how to set up your setup and use Screencast in your business. You can go register at sixfigurescreencast.com, and we're going to cover everything, the basics, and how for you to use this screencasting software to be able to create and edit videos on a really high level. And you don't have to be super technical. This is something that the average person can use. If you can record videos on your phone, then you can learn how to use screencasting software to create all sorts of stuff. You can create presentations. We're going to show you some very simple tricks you can use with presentation software like PowerPoint or Keynote for a Mac, or even Google Slides, which Google Slides is free. And then you can use that to create presentations. So we're going to show you all about how using screencasting software to cover all of the needs you have when it comes to creating video. All right, so you can use it for everything. You won't need a expensive high-end video program like Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro or any of those other ones that are really made for people who make their living creating video. You don't need that, but you need something to create a really good video, give you a solid foundation that you can use over and over and over again. And we're going to show you some really cool secrets and tricks, how you can use other things that you can acquire, like some little pieces of snippets from people on Fiverr, and how I use that in my business and how you can use it too. So I want to cover the whole gamut of being able to create videos that you're going to need for your business.
Awesome. Awesome. Now, I know some people are wondering, like, is this free? Is this a free trade? No, this is not free. It's not going to be free this weekend. Greg is going to be spending 2 hours with us, and all he's asking for is a simple investment. So for less than $100, you can learn from Greg, who's been working with these programs for years. I know I'll be there. And again, it's just an investment for you to figure out how to start creating your evergreen automated assets, because in the way our world is shaping up right now, let's be real with folks, like you see every day, open, close, open, close. We don't even know what's going on. People don't know what they're doing. So the more you can create your own courses, the more you can create videos virtually, the more you can get your message out in different ways to folks, the better you will be at creating revenue streams that are independent of what the whole entire world is going through. And that's the key. How can you be independent of what the world sustainable systems? I was reading a book this weekend by Simon Sinek, and he said that systems don't fail; it's people's ability to maintain them. Systems don't fail; it's people's ability to maintain them. So, how do you create, or how are you creating right now, a sustainable system? What are you doing today that's going to keep revenue in your business on a consistent basis? What are you doing today that's going to keep content being created in your business? What are you doing today to keep adding to your automated assets? What are you doing today to help you learn how to create videos that capture not only just you, but you're also your screen, and do it in a manner that's easy? So that's what Greg's going to be talking about this weekend: how to use Camtasia, how to use ScreenFlow, how to use these processes to make it all easy for us to create content and to have the content look professional. I mean, you can record stuff. Some people record stuff and I see what they're doing. It's like, yeah, it's like, okay. But the higher quality, the higher your brand looks, right? We know that there's a certain level of professionalism that we associate with certain names, certain brands. So the better quality your video, the better quality people think you will be in terms of hiring as a coach, or you'll be as an author. It all ties in together. It's all like, how do you want to show up in the marketplace? And Greg is going to be teaching this weekend how to allow us to show up in the marketplace with creating out quality stuff, but doing it with ease. Because, you know, our focus is practical application and practical solutions. And the focus is, how do you work smart to make the big impact? That's what it's all about. So, Greg, I don't want to steal all your thunder, but is there any other nuggets real quick that you wanted to share with the folks today before we even get to Saturday?
Man, I think you kind of just hit it on the nail on the head. You know, screencasting is one of those things that just gives you so much flexibility when it comes to video. You know, so for me, I was able to use screencasting to create my first course, which has had several, like for the past several years, I would redo it. But the first one that I recorded live. So it would be like a live recording, sort of like we do now. I would take that video file and then I would throw it in my screencasting software, and I could edit it and cut it up into smaller pieces. Because back in the day when I first started, you didn't have an ability to create videos from one stream. You had to create, your only option was you could record all of it or you could not record it. And if you recorded all of it, you got this huge file. And the first course that I did was like 8 hours. it was humongous. And so then I had to take that and break it up. And I think that a lot of people, here's what it is, man. A lot of people think that video is complicated or hard. And the truth is, it doesn't have to be. You just have to have the right person teach you just what you need for your goals. And that's it. And you have to understand that there's all sorts of video programs out there. But if your goal is to advance your business and to create courses and to make money online, then this is the fastest, easiest way for you to do that if you don't already have that skill. So, holding up your phone and going live, that's one way, but you're just starting. You're just starting. You're going to need to do more if you're going to create a course, because you can't just hold up your phone, record something, and put it in a course and expect people to pay for it, especially if you're going to create multiple courses. So that's the thing. A lot of times when it comes to creating a course, we're taking people, we may not take them. I got nothing. Video just went out. It's coming back. So I guess the recording is still going. Hopefully you guys can still hear me, but let's see if we can get this back right quick.
I'm looking at on Facebook. It says the live video has ended.
Okay. I still got the recording here. So let's just, boom, we're back. So
all right, cool.
we'll just wrap this up then. So we got some technical issues.
Technical difficulties on Technology Tuesday. That's how it all works, baby. How it all works. You can't have tech without the technical difficulties.
Oh my gosh. We go.
Back in the day, right, Greg, they used to say, we'll be back after these scheduled, they'd be like, we'll
yeah.
The screen would go all messed up. They were like, we'll be back after these technical difficulties. Like, yeah. So, listen, folks, in all seriousness, this weekend, the place to be is with Greg and myself, learning about screencasting at sixfigurescreencast.com. This Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, July 11th. Definitely go there now, right? Take your phone, take your laptop, whatever you're on, go to the website, Six Figure Screencast. You see it right here. It's right there at the bottom, right? You see it right there at the bottom. Check that out. We'll see you this weekend. I'm excited about it. I know Greg's excited about it, because even though this is not a new era, everybody keeps saying new normal. It's not. There's no new normal, whatever. Normal, there is no such thing, because normal is subjective to the individual. But what I want us to do, I want us to all start to take advantage of the opportunities that are being created in this moment in time. We're all within this moment. And those of us who position ourselves properly in this moment will be better off once we get out of it. And I know a lot's going on with ourselves internally, a lot's going on with our families, a lot's going on in the world around us. But take the energy that you're having, all the energy that you're feeling inside, all the emotion you're feeling inside. How do you channel that? How do you channel that into something productive for your business? How do you do that? And one of the ways to do that is to start creating your message. What is your message to the marketplace? What is your message to the marketplace? And the way to get your message out there to the marketplace, if you're a speaker, you're a coach, you're an author, is to be able to capture your content that you create in a video format, a course, wherever you want to place it. I was just looking at a post I saw from another colleague of mine about how he started putting his content on different sites now, and he had just picked up a certain, couple $1,000s in the last few months by just putting his stuff on another site. So the more of these automated assets you have, the more places you can put them, the more ways you can start to generate revenue for yourself and for your business. So with that said, check us out. We're here for you every Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Technology Tuesdays at 2. And this weekend, we're going to have a Technology Tuesday Saturday. Technology Tuesday Saturday. That's better. That's better. Screencasting Saturday. So hopefully it's all good. Greg, on your end, you still got.
Yes, man.
I
We are
know,
having some definitely
we're
issues
coming up
here,
against
so we're
the
going to
clock.
wrap this up,
Going
man.
against the clock. So, anything else you want to add?
Join us this Saturday and join the group. TechnologyTuesday.com.
Awesome, folks. See you this weekend for
class at
Screencasting.
Screencast.com. We will see you there, and we will have technology issues worked out.
Have all that worked out. Screencast.com. Check it out. Go to there now. Go in, register now. Now will be the time that you want to make sure you get your spot. We only got spots for 20 people because Greg only has a certain amount of time. Greg wants to make sure everybody gets the appropriate amount of attention. So we're only limiting it to a certain number of folks. All right.
Take care.
Until next week.